Yeah, listen, man. I'm still jamming to my next song right here. I'm still jamming to the motherfucker. So, man, I like this song so fucking much, man. Let me give you another vibe with it. I'm gonna make you listen to the first verse, and then we're gonna talk about some real shit. Come on. Passing by, fogo me puli tanto pai, get to toujours la cause we done die. My head is kind of dirty, so I'm gonna change that shit and then come back to y'all. Please, fiat and squeeze. Couper la mille crush, fell begging still push. Real punchline will find us still cuss. Read much long, just like les gars du monde. Verse your body. Me like the general, I'm leaking the truth. I make the G shit look so easy to do. And when you see me salute, commander in chief, you see I'm the truth. It don't matter where to the streets to the booth. When you see me salute, man. Salute, man. Look how beautiful a motherfucker he is. When you see me salute, yeah. When you see me salute, you ain't gotta speak, homie. When you see me salute. Devoted volition, I visualize and vocalize my worldview was controversial in my worst days. I'm a worldview, fresher than in case the laws like you and verse can go through. Fascination spoken through the flows over where it do. Verbalize diversity, I curve the verticals, verdict over adversaries. Mentions of the verb, news flash, varied in flash, rocking a complex mode. Best with a less move, passion in the quest, make a blessed goose, riding Russian glass rules, dominate a cash flukes, no need to ask you. Get requested respect, I just pass through. I'm breath of mine is gas for excellence with the pressure boost. I drink the gin and juice. In conclusion, shit, man. Alright, cool. I think so good now. I think so good now, but let me put some. Nah, let me just let the music right there. Let me let it ride like this. When people listen to me, man, they might believe I'm from somewhere, like I don't know, man. I'm from somewhere that sound familiar, but because I look familiar to everyone, you know. I got the kind of vibe, like I look familiar and strange at the same time to pretty much everyone I meet in my life. So yeah, so I'm gonna slow down the talking because I talk too much. I talk too fast. And the sun is kind of like shining bright today, man. It's a beautiful fucking day, like it's a motherfucking beautiful day today, man. Come on now. Yeah, let's talk about some real shit, man. I wanted to talk to you about yeah, let me put the volume a little like more down and shit like that. Yeah. When you see me salute. Actually, my meditation music like is kind of paused. I don't know why. Yeah, let's talk about the fact that people can't stand confident people. They admire them, but at the same time, they don't love them enough to follow the same steps that these people follow in order to grow with that confidence. Because nobody's born like confident, like 100%. You know. Nobody's born like that. Some babies born more confident than others due to their, thanks to their thanks to their nourishment in vitro, right? I can say that in English, right? Before birth and stuff like that, and because of their previous unconscious works that they did, pre-birth and shit like that, even preconception, I could say. So it's a lot of stuff going on with people when you are not afraid of bullies and when you are not afraid of losing. When you're not afraid of losing and you're not afraid of bullies, then you're gonna make a lot of people uncomfortable with themselves because they can't really handle that much complexity. Because people, let me tell you something. Subconsciously, when people meet someone else or they're looking at someone else, the first thing they are subconsciously doing is putting them into a box. like visually, they judge the book by the cover. So they see, for example, I got a beard, right, and they're hearing my accent. I speak English, so I must be from America, for example, or it's from a state in America, or from an English-speaking country, and they see my hat, they see my shirt, like my T-shirt. They see everything visually, and they start to judge. They start to like putting me inside a box. And if I were in a suit, for example, they would judge me else. They would judge me otherwise. Like they would think like I am some kind of, I don't know, conservative motherfucker. But little do they know is that the word conservative is relative to every community that is conservating or saving these values for themselves. You know, there is a lot of stuff that is inherently relative, and people have a lot of I'm not gonna say intellectual work, but mental work, because people be knowing a lot of stuff intellectually, but they be dumb as fuck, like mentally. It's not easy to admit that. I mean, it's not easy to recognize that. Even like, I don't know, man, even people that you would expect some mental maturity from, sometimes they are intellectually constipated. It's like they have read so much, or they think they know so much about certain subjects because they have, you know, notable success in what they're doing, but at the same time, they are not wise enough to know that they should relativize a lot of things in life. And life is, I mean, especially life on earth, is a big fucking playground for every soul to learn how to dance with what they are not on a certain level. Yeah, I'm talking some big shit right now, as usual. Yeah, life is a big playground to learn how to dance with the other. When I say the other, other with a big O, with a capital O. This is the philosophical other. This is the word in French that we say autrui, l'autrui. This is the philosophical other. It's like I am, for example, I'm not here. Let me not take the example on myself. Let's say a motherfucker let's say a motherfucker that look like me, right? You might say, okay, he's black or he's dark skinned, so he might have African ancestors. So he's an African. He's an African descent, right? He's an African descendant. Yes, he's an African descendant. He's like this, he's like that, so he might be this, he might be that. You feel me? You start putting yourself into a box based on the values that you were taught to incorporate while you were growing as a kid or as a teenager, wherever you were located. Either your family or your environment were either imposing or suggesting you actively. Active suggestion is what we call instruction. They suggest you something, really. They don't really impose it onto you. When they impose it, it is when you are in a kid phase. Like, you don't have really pretty much strong not walls, but you don't have strong cues to judge or scan or analyze what society be feeding you in order for you to refuse it. It's like you don't really have much values or prerequisites to refuse or rebuke or I don't know, to dismiss what society is giving you as their version of reality. You feel me? And it is really lonely when you are so open, when you are so open-minded, and you be finding stuff or figuring out stuff on your own. You see those kids that be reading a lot of books on them, for a lot of books alone. They be going to the library, reading a lot of books, you know, feeding their mind a lot of good information or a lot of contradictory information, and because of that, their mind grows, incorporating complexity as a fact. Listen, complexity is a constant, just like simplicity. Simplicity and complexity are two sides of the same coin, and as long as you refuse to accept complexity as a constant in the universe, as a universal constant, you won't ever be able to understand simplicity. This is why in many philosophical traditions they say The best people are the simple people, and the hardest thing to do is to live simply. Because people be complicated as fuck. Complexity is not complication. You know, people complicate things. They complicate things by rationalizing. When they're guilty, they try to, you know, paint their version of their mess, you know, with some, I don't know, some kind of shit, and you know. And this is why in the beginning of the video I said, when you're not afraid to lose, then people are going to be afraid of you, because you're not afraid to be the bad guy in the story. And when you're not afraid to be the bad guy in the story, then other people will come and say, yo, I see that you're not afraid to be the bad guy, so give me your version of the story. I'm interested. Come on now, I'm interested, because every bad guy used to, I mean, the true bad guys in the story, they used to run away. But, yeah, they used to run away, they used to hide things, they used to lie, they used to depict things as they're not, you feel me? But you're not afraid to be the bad guy. You're not afraid to be depicted as the bad guy. You're not afraid as to be considered the monster in the story. So come here, like, I want to hear your story. I want to hear your version of the shit, you feel me? And it's beautiful that we have things that we call journalists in this world. I mean, there are a few journalists, a few authentic journalists left, and we have a lot of big, authentic, true journalists in fields that are not even mainstream yet. I mean, they will be mainstream in the coming years, but they're not mainstream yet. And we have a lot of motherfuckers right now, kids, teens, and young adults, grown-ups, elders. They be figuring out a lot of things for themselves, and they are going to be the journalists, the future journalists, for a lot of innovative fields in the coming years. So I'm proud of y'all motherfuckers, respectfully. And yeah, I say I was talking about being a bad guy, and not yes. Then I went to complexity. Yep. You see, when you are a complex being, people will take you as people will say you have a superiority complex. You see, this word complex in psychology is really not legitimate as well, because it's not a complex. It's a complicated thing. It's not complex. They say superiority complex, they say inferiority complex, but they should say inferiority complication or superiority complication. Like, he has a complication issue. He has a superiority complication issue, you know. He or she prejudges people. He or she treats people like poorly, like badly. He or she be projecting a lot of stuff, you know. The way he or she feels, he or she says that the other feels like this, you know. And he or she can take accountability for shit, like, really. He or she be thinking like the true work of working on themselves is a fast thing, is a rapid thing, like it's a shortcut. Like, okay, I can just do that and like tomorrow and I'll be good. No, motherfuckers. No. When you be working on yourself, if you're doing shadow work, that shit takes time. That shit takes time. It takes real time. It takes real accountability. It takes the real you to look at yourself in the mirror. I like looking at myself in the mirror. You know why? Because I be figuring out stuff that I wasn't aware of before, you know. And when I figure this stuff out, I'm like, shit, we're gonna evolve again, you know. This is like, my passion is to evolve. Like, this is one of my biggest passions, to evolve in whatever fields I'm in. And that's why I'm a genius in practically everything I do, because I don't allow myself to be limited. I do not allow myself to feel limited. I do not allow myself to think limited. I do not allow fear to creep upon me. I do not allow myself to give up, man. If anything, if there is anything that I give up that I am constantly giving up on, is giving up on being a coward. Giving up on being a true loser, giving up on being limited, giving up on being complicated. People are complicated, man. They're really complicated. They're not complex. They are afraid to incorporate complexity because they are afraid of what others are going to say. They are afraid of what their family is going to say. They are afraid of what society is going to say. They are afraid of what shit even themselves are going to think. By the time they're changed, they are afraid of what they are going to think of themselves in the process. I'm talking some big shit right now. They are afraid, like most people are afraid of complexity because they are afraid what other parts or voices in their head will say to them while they are in the process. God damn it. Preach, motherfucker. They are afraid, and fear is a big force in the universe. Fear is a big force. Fear is restraining. You know, fear is like, I don't know, man. It's like constipation. It's like constipation. It's like you have some dirt inside of you and you can't really throw it out. You can't waste it out because you're fearing of something. You know, you're scared of something. You feel me? So it's like sometimes I be like, shit, the world is a ghetto, and I still think the world is a ghetto, but I am taking more and more time with myself to thank myself and the Lord, meaning the cosmos, you know, and all my gods and all my ancestors and everything, and nature and every single consciousness that is a part of this reality, for allowing me to be, for participating with me in the expansion of that part or that corner of the universe. Because let me tell you something, man, the universe is tired of this corner being so trashy. Like, you feel me? It's too trash, man. We gotta like clean shit up here. And people that are cleaning shit up is badasses like myself. I'm really badass. I'm a badass motherfucker. I'm a badass soul. I'm a badass spirit. And I'm here to tell all the others that are like me that, yeah, you are a badass too. Like, come here, stand up for yourself, speak up. Don't let people make you think you're crazy because you're figuring them out. Don't let people think you are, I don't know, you're weird. Of course you're weird. You should be. I should be weird. I should be proud of being weird. If I wasn't weird, goddamn it, my life would be boring. My life would be boring, just like Eminem said. The normal life is boring, man. The normal life is it's stupid boring, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I would never imagine myself as being normal, like normal, like for real. For me, I'm crazy normal. But the normal, nah, I can't be like that. Come on, man. Shit, that's the worst thing ever. Being normal, nah. But every person has to define what is normality for themselves, because normality is a very flexible and relative word. This is why when people say, oh, you are weird, they think that their word weird is legitimate. No, it's not legitimate, because when you say to a person you are weird, it's because you do not understand them. You don't have the intellectual complexity. You don't have the intellectual requirements to understand where that person is standing. So you just be judging them. Oh, shit, is weird. Or he dresses weird. He talks weird. He emotes weird. He intuits weird. I don't know, he's weird. He's weird, man. He's weird. Me, I like weird people. Like, for real. I like a lot of weird people, man. And when I was in Siberia, because I was in Siberia, I've been in a lot of places, man. I've been to many places. I've been to many motherfucking places, man. I'm telling you. I like exploring. I like navigating this reality, this dimension. I like exotic things, exotic people, exotic things. I like everything that is not normal, you know, that is not regular. I like everything that is authentic in itself. So that's why I'll be visiting a lot of places, and sometimes I'll be getting myself into big trouble sometimes. But, you know, I'm badass, so I'm still here, motherfuckers. Yeah, I wanted to talk again. I wanted to talk also about... Yeah, I was saying I met a lot of badass souls in Siberia too. Yeah, there are a lot of badass souls in Siberia. Souls that are really quiet, they don't really speak that much. They're not revealing a lot about themselves, but they're really true, like very powerful souls, and they do not bother people. They do not bother people, you know. They are, I met some of them in Siberia, you know. They are not everywhere in the country. Of course not, you know, logically, naturally, you know. But, yeah, man. I'm gonna make another video about relativity, and relativity in many, not many, but in several fields. It related to not only culture, but also anthropology, sociology, also politics, not collective or global politics, but individual politics. Yeah, everything that I'm going to talk about is about individuals. I don't give a fuck about the labels that we be saying, the labels of like culture, nation, religion. Actually, I give a damn, but I only give a damn in order to open people's eyes for them to transcend those concepts and those boxes that limit them, really. Because these shits, man, they were legitimate a long time ago, and it's been a long time now since they're not legitimate anymore. But because people are so attached to these concepts and these paradigms, they be looping, they be recycling all this shit. And I don't know, man, it's time to level up. It's time to really free themselves. It's time to free ourselves as a collective and level up to the next chapter. So that's what I wanted to tell you about. Don't be restrained in a box. Stop restraining yourself in a box. You're not for example, I'm proud of my Haitian background. Like, I was born in Haiti, but I'm not attached to the identification of being a Haitian. I'm not attached to it. If I were, I wouldn't come that far. Hell, I wouldn't even learn these many languages. Come on now. I wouldn't speak English that much. I would say, nah, I'm a Haitian, I'm not American, I'm not gonna speak English, that well. Nah. For me, it's a native language, but I would refuse it. I would I don't know. So, that's what I'm here to tell you, man. You are a universal spiritual being. You're not confined in a box. And many people that are losing in life, they're losing because they confine themselves in a stupid box. It's like, I am French, or I am German, or I am Chinese, or I am Brazilian, or I am American, or I am Jamaican, or I am Venezuelan, or no. Nah. You are not any of that. You are a spiritual, immortal being, universal being. You're a citizen of the universe. You should not confine yourself in a nation. And listen, imagine if the news is fake. If the news is fake, imagine for the history books now. Imagine for the whole history now. Imagine for the official records. Imagine. So if all this is fake, now you're confining yourself in a fake box. Like, the box is not even real. The box is not even real, and you'll be confining yourself in it instead of transcending it and helping other people to transcend it. You feel me? I'm here for that. So it's time for me to end this video, man. It's already 22 fucking minutes. Voyez brigandai. Opposing posição, ose cose loto, cotton pioche, mouse flop and possible one float, take a smoke them off the O. Top with those people in, sick up, shock your block, your cookie shot, that one it up and one it up. Got pick up, tell Molotov on really. One day will get for fail, nigga. Like, see you feel it, who told you keep on begging. Boss busy, then you take it easy. Constant music, happy plan model, please. Via Jim squeeze, Mkubella milk trash. Salute. I love y'all. Peace.